I will provide a uniform t-shirt and an adjustable apron with a front pocket that will have my bakery logo and information on it. The front pocket, well, the front pocket actually may have my logo on it, but I mean, like in general, the t-shirt and the apron will have my bakery information on it. As for my customers and my bakery in general, I'd like to offer recycling as well as reusable bags and cups/containers to minimize waste. Another ethical consideration that I've thought of is once I become successful enough, I want to offer veterans and healthcare workers a 10% discount if they show their ID or badge. I don't plan on offering any other discounts besides like an employee discount, but also since it's a bakery, I'm sure there's gonna be extra stuff that they can eat as well. So I don't know if my employees will need a discount, but so I plan on using several platforms to market my business. I already have this YouTube channel set up along with an Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook account. Although I know there are many ways I can and need to improve and market more on the platforms I already have. I would like to participate in the markets for small businesses that the Grove and the Wiregrass Mall host regularly. I've also heard of Bakesy, which is an app that you can download. I've also heard of similar platforms for local bakers, but I would like to do more research on them before I try them out. I also should probably get on Twitter because that's another popular platform and I have not created an account or had the app at all. I was also thinking of doing a bake sale when my mom's neighborhood does their community garage sale to help my business get some traction. I'm sure there's plenty more that I haven't mentioned or thought of in terms of marketing for my business. I have done a bit of research on creating a more official website than the one I already have that is just for all of my social media platforms that I will have links below. I have not been able to create my website yet, but I do plan on using the white hat search engine optimization, which means I will be staying within the parameters set by search engines to optimize or make my website better. Even though I don't have a website yet, I at least know what I would like my website to include. Since the aesthetic of my bakery will have a colorful cottagecore theme, this is how I would like my website to be, if you guys can imagine that. My logo definitely helps with that, I would say. Everything I mentioned for my future business's website will not be listed in order, just again, keep that in mind. I would like to include an about page like the one on my current website, except I would have my business address and an opportunity for customers to reach out with any questions on there as well. Once I get a flow of satisfied customers on that same about page, I would like to add raving customers' reviews. I want to include a search bar for customers to easily find what they're looking for on my website, including all my baked goods available. I also want to have a place for customers to place special orders, as well as have an option for customers to purchase beginner baking classes for their kids. As of right now, I do not plan on using any AI tools, but I'm sure that will change, especially because throughout this class, I've learned a bit about AI and businesses, and I actually think it was a high percentage of businesses that are now using AI. As I've mentioned, I will have social media available for customers to contact me, as well as my email and phone number. I will maintain my relationship with my customers by keeping a phone book for the customers' names, orders, phone numbers, and other customer information, and stay in contact with them. As for my business analytics, I don't plan on completely relying on them, as they are not always accurate, and I don't want to be solely relying on technology. Although I know that the analytics would help my business a lot and give me a bit of direction in terms of my production and sales, I have not yet done full research on the platforms I want to use for my business analytics, but I will be using platforms like YouTube Studio so I can see how successful different marketing avenues for my business are. So YouTube Studio is what I'm going to say most influencers, most of the people on here that are making YouTube videos, they use YouTube Studios as one of the platforms. I think there's also TubeBuddy as well, I'm not currently using it, but I have used it in the past, and it's pretty helpful. That I feel like helps more on your YouTube titles for getting people engaged to want to click on your videos. As for payment solutions, I want to satisfy all my customers as much as possible. I like to keep the traditional cash register and offer tap to pay as well as other avenues if they're paying online, like Zelle, Venmo, Cash App, etc. I also want to have on-site payment gateways for my website so customers won't have to leave my website to pay. And I think that covered everything. If you have any questions, leave a comment. Also, if you guys have anything you want to see me bake, just leave a comment, okay? Love you guys. Bye.